Hey there watch lovers, Laz here. Today we're doing a hands-on review on the Invicta Pro Diver, specifically the 8926 OB. And we'll give you guys some close-up here in just a bit, but I'll give you guys my take on this watch. Throughout this video you're going to find that there's a lot of things that you're going to dislike about this watch, but there's also a lot of things you're going to like about this watch. One being the amount of value that Invicta offers with this timepiece. Regardless of the hate that Invicta gets by a lot of watch snobs, we can all agree that Invicta makes some of the best homages in the market. Now, in this video we'll cover the specs and the design on this timepiece, and we'll also find a list of things that you'll hate and like about this watch. But ultimately we'll find a middle ground that Invicta makes some of the best homages in the market. Alright guys, so here you have it. This once again is the Invicta Pro Diver 8926 OB. This has a dimension of 40 millimeters with the lug width of 20 millimeters. You also have a case thickness of roughly about 12 millimeters, so it's a pretty thick watch, all things considered. And I think it's important because of the exhibition back on this timepiece. You also have here a 120 click unidirectional bezel. Let me see if I can show you guys here what I mean. This is a very satisfying bezel in my opinion. I think Invicta did a really good job with this bezel. There's really not that much play at all. Let me get this centered back here, and you can hear those clicks, how satisfying they are. But once you get that aligned, there's really not much play whatsoever with this bezel. I think Invicta once again did a pretty good job there. In terms of the construction of this case, this is probably one of the parts that I think you guys are not gonna like very well. And if you look on that side of that case, there's a etched Invicta logo. And Invicta's very proud of their brand. As you can tell here, they really plaster Invicta all over this timepiece, including on the bracelet. So every single one of the links that this watch comes with in terms of the bracelet has Invicta on the back of them. So I think that's something that they could have did better, in my opinion. But nonetheless, for the price that you get, that you pay for this watch, you know, it's kind of asking a lot, you know, in terms of the quality of the construction of this timepiece. But once again, I think overall this is a very nice watch. So yeah, take a look at that exhibition back there. You can take a look at the NH35A movement by Seiko Instruments. Very nice rotor there, in my opinion. I think Invicta did a nice job getting that rotor to pop there with that signature yellow Invicta. So yeah, same color that they apply to their boxes when you get the watches. But yeah, overall nice timepiece. I do have this on a leather strap. Now, you know, as I said in my previous video, I think Timex does amazing job with their straps, that I even went as far as putting a Timex strap on this watch just because I love this strap, and I think it really looks nice on this timepiece. But yeah, and there you have it guys. I think once again Invicta did a phenomenal job with this timepiece. Let's get into some of the things that I feel you guys are not going to be fond of in terms of this watch, and that's going to be the branding, right? So, you know, we are talking about an Invicta here. As you guys know, Invicta likes to plaster their brand all over their timepieces. And if you look closely here, the seconds hand, and I don't know if I can get that. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more to give you guys a better idea of what I'm talking about here without losing focus. Sorry, I'm manning the camera and then trying to keep the watch here in frame. So if you look closely at the seconds hand here, it has, on the back side of that second hand, it has that Invicta Bentley looking sign that they like to apply to their seconds hand, and I am not a fan of that. Once again, I think, in my opinion, I think Invicta, we could have done without that. So just tone it down just a little bit with the branding, Invicta, and I think you got yourself a winner here with this timepiece. But yeah, let's zoom back out here. So yeah, there you have it, guys. You know, that's the some little close-ups here with this watch and my take on it. Let me go ahead and throw this on the wrist, show you guys what this looks like on the wrist. All right. So again, you know, the bracelet that this watch comes with, I am not a fan of. You know, I think it's just a pretty bad bracelet overall. There you have it. That's what it looks like on the wrist. Love the way this watch wears, and in my opinion, it's probably one of the best homages in terms of the aesthetics. I think they really hit on every single aspect in terms of making a homage watch to the Rolex Submariner. And I think when you look at, you know, the bezel, just the overall design of the dial and the construction of the case, I think they did a really good job there. There are some things I don't like about the applied indices. The loom has a bit of a greenish tint, and I think that, you know, it just makes it look cheap. But overall, yeah, I think they did a really good job there in terms of making it look a lot like the Rolex Submariner. It is a screw down crown, so you're gonna get that added water resistance with this watch. You get that date function window there with that cyclop. You know, not a fan of these things because they accumulate a lot of dust around them, and anyone who has any timepieces that has that can attest to that. This does have a water resistance of about 200 meters, so you're gonna get a pretty good durable watch. I have tested the water resistance on this in terms of you know, just everyday water activities, and it holds up pretty good. But yeah, let me get this bezel aligned properly here. Sorry guys, I'm filming at the park, so there's going to be some background noise, but yeah, there you have it. Alright, so there you have it, guys. That's my take on the Invicta Pro Diver 8926 OB. I think I got that reference number right. Let me just double take here to make sure I'm giving you guys the accurate. Yeah, the 8926 OB. Overall, it's a recommend in my books. You know, I think this timepiece at the price range where you can pick this up at about 75 bucks on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below if you're interested in picking that up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Smash that like button, hit the bell icon so you're notified of these videos as they come out. And yeah, appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Once again, if you have any suggestions in terms of watches you would like to see me review, go ahead and drop that in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to get my hands on that timepiece and do a review on it. Once again, thank you guys for the support. Till the next one.